Namaste everyone. I am Vibhav Shah. Today I am going to explain the chapter Motion and Time. Topic Measurement of Time. Measurement of time. A duration or moment in which things occur is known as time. With the help of clocks and watches, we generally measure time. It is very difficult to think that how did the people in ancient time measure times as they didn't have clocks or watches. In order to measure the time, ancient people used some natural events which repeated regularly after fixed time intervals. Example, they found that the sun rises every day in the morning, so the time between one sunrise and the next one was known as a day. In the similar manner, time from one full moon to the next full moon was called a month. A year was fixed as the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution around the sun. Remember, a sundial measures time by the position of the shadow casted by the sun. The device which uses the flow of sand from one glass bulb to another in order to measure time is known as a sand clock. The device which uses the rate at which water drips from one vessel to another measures time interval is known as a water clock. Simple pendulum. A simple pendulum consists of a small metal ball called bob, which is suspended by a long thread from rigid support such that the bob is free to swing back and forth. The to and fro motion of a simple pendulum is an example of periodic or oscillatory motion. Galileo was the first person to study the motion of a pendulum. A pendulum completes every swing or every oscillation in exactly the same time provided its length should be kept constant. The pendulum is said to have completed one oscillation when its bob starting from its mean position F moves to D to E and back to F. The figure is given here. The pendulum also completes one oscillation when its bob moves from one position D to another position E and comes back to D. So the time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation is called its time period. The time period of a pendulum depends on its length. The length of a pendulum is the length of the thread from the point of suspension to the center of the bob. Units of time. Second is the basic unit of measuring time as it is represented by symbols SEC. The larger units of times are minute and hour. Different units of time are used depending on the needs. Example, in order to express the longer time interval, the bigger units of time are used, that is day, month and year. Units of speed. The units of speed depend upon the unit of distance and the unit of time used. The meter is the standard unit of distance and second is the standard unit of time. So, the standard unit of speed is meter per second. The large value of speed are expressed in kilometer per hour and in this case the distance travelled is measured in terms of kilometer and time taken is measured in an hour. The small values of speed are expressed in centimeter per second. If we have to compare the speeds of a number of objects, then we must express the speeds of all those objects in the same unit. Thank you.